Again, another solid hit. Hi guys, this is Matt and welcome back to the channel. Following the release of the new Ping iCrossover, I wanted to put this against my current G425 Hybrid. So both number 3s, the Hybrid's sitting at 19 degrees, the crossover's at 20, but I've lofted it down to 19, so we've got identical loss to compare to. Also, we've got the same shaft as well, so we've got this Tour 85 stiff shaft as well, so complete head to head. Really keen just to see what the launch is like. Is there any difference in height? Is there any difference in distance? What's the miss? I sometimes can hit this Hybrid slightly left, but it has been pretty good on the whole. Again, what's the forgiveness like? So hybrids traditionally, easy to hit against this sort of new iCrossover as well. So let's compare the two. Let's kick off with the iCrossover. So we're going to hit half a dozen with each club, just to see what the sort of true differences are. If you haven't seen the video of the iCrossover, check that out from last week. Really interesting video. Fraction heavy that first one, but still nice and straight. As we found last week, it is pretty forgiving. It's got all the sort of similar technology really from the i230. It's got this perimeter weighting as well, low CG, so doing everything they can to make it forgiving. That felt great. That was a really solid hit there. 226 carry for 250 pretty much total. Nice and straight as well. Again, another solid hit. Just gone out a little bit to the right, but felt really good. Again, driving irons, not necessarily for everyone, but there are a lot of people out there that don't necessarily like hybrids, so this is a good option compared to a traditional 3-iron. Yeah, another really good strike, and I don't mind seeing that going a little bit right. I'd much rather that than the one sort of turning over a little bit left. Again, another really good strike there. Probably the best one. I mean, again, those distances are really encouraging. So, for me, something like this would be a great option off the tee if we're just looking for that sort of safer option off the tee on perhaps a tighter par 4. Let's just try one more. A little bit off the bottom. You can see the carries just dropped there a little bit, but again, nice and straight. And if anything, a slight tail off to the right, but very playable. We'll look more at the numbers towards the end, but on the whole there, I really like the feel of that iCrossover. I think it's a nice upgrade on the previous model, a lot nicer looking, feels good. So now into my current 3 Hybrid. So Ping G425, it's a number 3 Hybrid, sitting at 19 degrees, so as I said, completely the same loft as the iCrossover there. Been really good for me, must admit. So let's hit again 6 with this Hybrid. Obviously both very different to look down at. Yeah, so that was right off the heel there, and you do get that extra element of consistency off a Hybrid. That didn't feel good at all, but still got it away. You may not get that as much off a driving iron. Yeah, so quite a different flight, isn't it there? Sort of just almost looks a bit higher. We'll look more at it in a minute, but definitely turning over a bit more, so more of a draw bias to this club. certainly on that shot. Again, strong hit, but you do see it turning over again. Quite interesting, we didn't see anything with the crossover there. I think this is why hybrids are popular with a lot of club golfers, really, that maybe lose it a bit to the right, that, you know, obviously much easier to hit than the long irons, but definitely guard against that slice. That was a good one. Yeah, really good. 231 carry, 246 total. Couple more with the hybrid. Solid strike, just pushed it out to the right a little bit. Final one. Good one to finish with. Yeah, nice strike to finish with there. So six shots with each club. On the face of it, I definitely preferred the iCrossover. You know, you can see there, certainly dispersion wise, it's all sort of zoomed in a little bit there, but you can definitely see that the iCrossover there in white, you know, much smaller ring, nowhere near as big a spread as the hybrid. Yeah, tailing a bit to the right, as I said, don't mind that quite so much as the miss to the left. So iCrossover definitely looking good from that point of view. Let's take a look at a few of the numbers, because this will be interesting just to see exactly what the differences are. So club speed, very similar, 97 to 97.6. Ball speed, interesting, but as expected, 144.2 with the hybrid, 141 with the crossover. So as we'd expect, a bit more speed off a hybrid. And the smash is higher with the hybrid, so 1.5 to 1.45. Again, that highlights that forgiveness you get with a hybrid, so your off-centre hits still going to get reasonable strikes. Now, you know, starting to get kind of, these next three numbers are really sort of differentiating between a hybrid and I guess a driving iron. So hybrid launching higher, 12.5 compared to 11, so identical loft, identical shaft, launching higher. So because of the head shape of a hybrid, it's going to launch that little bit higher, so 1.5 degrees, which is quite a lot. And again, spinning higher, 3.6 compared to 3,000. So higher launch, higher spin with the hybrid, lower launch, lower spin with the crossover. So, you know, perhaps you guys that play on links courses, you want to hit your ball a bit lower, the crossover is definitely a good option. And again, you'll see it in the height, 98 feet with the hybrid and 74 feet with the crossover, so significantly lower with that crossover. And again, finally coming onto the distances, although the total distance is near enough identical, 245 to 246, the carry is different. So carrying not as far with the crossover, 222 to 228 with the hybrid, so 6 yards difference in the carry, but the total is the same, so essentially getting more roll out of the crossover. And the big one for me now, you know, really coming on to is the side total, so plus or minus 67 feet with the hybrid compared to 32 feet with the crossover, so much more accurate with that crossover. And finally, the land angle, landing at a steeper angle with the hybrid there, 41.9 degrees compared to pretty much 35 degrees. So quite interesting. So despite the same loft, we're seeing quite different performance. Lower launching, lower spinning with this crossover, and a much tighter dispersion, slightly favouring to the right. Hybrid, launching higher, spinning higher, losing it more so to the left. So very different. Have a think about what suits your game best. Hope you did enjoy that. Quite interesting findings. Please like and subscribe for free if you haven't already done so. Post any comments down below. Look forward to seeing you again very soon.